while I get these links together and timestamps. You know, if y'all only knew what I have to do today, and guess what? I'm going to tell y'all straight up and down that added with the plethora of other very important things that I have to do today, along with that, I already got my okay. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I should be getting well compensated for the crud that I have had to deal with, along with everything else that is worldly. I should be a millionaire for having to deal with that dumbass black sector. You know that? So this dude coming on here using my daughter's image to get attention to exploit her. Um, he's still a fucking loser. He's, it literally going, that's what irritates me and pisses me off about it. And I'm only flagging him because of the principle of the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only reason why. Over vanity, again. My daughter being attacked because she's beautiful. While he has these people, while he hides from the camera, while he's got people in his chat room hiding from the camera, trying to call my daughter and me a disgrace because my daughter is attractive and beautiful. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Growing up, I didn't have this issue growing up. Things have freaking changed. And you know what? My daughter literally, like, she got up and went to work. So I can't be here that long because I got my grandbaby. She literally doesn't have to deal with any of this. I deal with it. I deal with it. Okay. Let me go ahead and get this. This dude needs to be removed permanently from social media. He is absolutely a disgusting, vile individual. Mike is absolutely disgusting on so many fucking levels. He is fucking disgusting. You are disgusting for sitting up there trying to body shame me as an older woman. You are disgusting lying on people, and for some reason, the title of the video, they coming for you in words. See, it's shit like that as to why we need a better mental health system, because the system is apparently fucking broken. This dude need to be in a mental institution. Why is he being allowed to be out of jail? Okay, I already got the link. Why is he being allowed to roam about the streets in that mental condition that he's in? For the same fucking reason why they would allow people who are sick with hantavirus to hit mainland in 13 different goddamn countries. That's sick. All right, let me go ahead and get my timestamp so I can flag him for copyright. I'm gonna have to flag him on her behalf because my daughter, you know, she's not tripping off of it. Hold on. Yep, he kept my child's picture up the entire remainder of his life because he's a sick, jealous, fat, dumpy, inbred loser, pretty much. Jealous. Jealous. And I'm going to tell you something, you fat little dumpy bitch. You do realize, Mike, that if you ever posed any fucking danger to my daughter, that you and them would die. Now let me just say this real quick because I'm not gonna stay stuck on this shit all day because I got other shit to fucking think about. Cause I got warrior spirits that are beating the fucking whole shit out of Mike, and that's why he's on this motherfucker still complaining. Well, guess what? You're gonna continue to be judged by God because when God made his judgment, you should have shut the fuck up. You are not God. If you were God, you would be more than motherfucking 5'3" goddamn tall, nigga. And if you were even connected to God, God would have made you taller than 5'3" tall, and he wouldn't have gave you a host of fucking health problems and that ugly mug that you got walking around this motherfucker. I wanted to let y'all know that my Deja is the original reason why I quit fucking with Mike in the first place. Okay. And y'all need to listen carefully because when y'all hear that that nigga is dead, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear nobody coming over to this motherfucker talking about Jamila. How do you feel? I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to feel safe. Extra. I already feel safe. I'm going to feel ultra safe. I'm going to feel ultra safe. Back in, when was this? And keep in mind that Deja has had that TikTok. Deja has had that TikTok for a while, and she's been putting up videos for a while. While those females over there in that sector are following my daughters, very, very, very fucking jealous. Right? Back in, I think it was either April. Yeah, it was like April of 2024. Deja is the one that Mike called me one day, literally out of the fucking blue, and wished death on her. Now, do you think I'm gonna tell my daughter some shit like that? Nah, she ain't gotta be bothered with that bullshit. She ain't gotta be bothered with that bullshit. And she ain't gotta get rid of her social media because Mike is jealous. Mike and his ugly ass brigade is jealous. But it's more than jealousy. It's Othello extreme catharticism. It's extreme jealousy. Extreme jealousy. And God has already assured me that he will fucking take y'all bitch asses off of this goddamn earth. Okay, and pretty soon Jesus ain't gonna be no fucking fence for you because that makes no sense. Literally because, and back then, and I think Mike is back cool with Talia again. Literally because Talia and other females in that sector. My daughter don't have nothing to do with that sector. My daughter has never made one breath of commentary to that sector. Not ever. And see, this is what the fuck is gonna fucking destroy y'all goddamn sector. That shit is over. Okay? All of a sudden, he contacts me out of the blue, just calls me randomly and wishes death on Deja. That's why I originally quit fucking with him. Now, later on, when because we knew that we were going to be evicted from that fucking I don't want to say rat infested house because it wasn't rat infested. That house was actually infested with what is that called? Uh what are those damn things called? Raccoons. Okay. The raccoons wanted that house. He been stalking my daughter. He been stalking my daughter. Like he been stalking my whole family. The original source of why he started stalking my kids is because of Tiffany. Tiffany Chrisman, the chick that was murdered. She was a really sick person. That's why I unfriended her. So she went to Mike to get him to stalk me and my children when I told her to get the fuck on somewhere. And I didn't tell her like that. I didn't, I just ended the friendship. You know what I'm saying? And it was mainly because of the shit that I could see that she was doing and I could confirm that she was doing. So this dude is a loser. Anybody that is caping for the whole Tiffany situation is a loser and you will die. I promise you. On my listen, listen. First of all, it's some stupid shit for you to try to turn kids' lives upside down because you have a fucking jealousy problem. That is where this shit originally started. Was Tiffany being jealous of my daughters? Tiffany been jealous of my kids. I told y'all the story of Tiffany when she was getting ready to let my 1-year-old son reach into her cat's litter box. And I just so happened to come out of the bathroom. And Tiffany never babysat Ty. Tiffany has never babysat Ty, just to assure y'all, okay? Because, she apparently hated my child because she wanted a relationship with Aaron. Ended up having a relationship with Aaron, having a baby, but then later having sex with his underage nephew. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. All y'all that's running around here, I'm going to tell you something. Tiff Nation, y'all going to die. You can go and meet your maker. Listen, this is fucking bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why it's so fucking extreme. I have a very important job. Like, if y'all only knew the type of spiritual work that I'm over here doing, literally, like, you have no idea what it is that my spirits do. I haven't even for the day because I kind of slept kind of late. I haven't actually contacted my spirits yet because I do daily reads, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be all about protection for my collective and then also protection. Spirit is really, really, really been frantic about this hantavirus situation. Okay, because something is going on with health officials to where they are not taking this seriously enough, just like they didn't in the beginning of the COVID pandemic. So this is God we talking about. God is on my spirit team with a host of hosts. That's what God is. God is the host of hosts. So I already got that on my plate. Okay, we got that. We got that. But it's something to where it's like very foul, very foul. He's been allowed to do this in social media for years. He's been getting away with it for years. But keep in mind, though, they're jealous and they're upset because they have been wishing death. They have been trying to do death spells that have been backfiring on them. They have been trying to do ugly spells on me and my daughters and my sons. They have been trying to force they have literally been trying to curse my children for years because of Tiffany. Guess what? They're upset because look at my Deja. Oh, trust me, videos don't do her any justice. Deja, literally, both of my daughters are beautiful. But since we're focusing on Deja, let's talk about Deja. Deja literally is probably one of the most beautiful women besides my other daughter in this world. Okay, I just got to say it. Like anybody's gonna feel that way about their own child. So I'm not trying to hold nobody up and make nobody feel bad. Okay, but she like when you see her, like she's just like her mama. You know what I'm saying? I used to get a lot of attention, and I always tell my daughter, I'm like, well, hell, you look, because a lot of people will say, oh, you look like your mama. But I tell her, I'm like, you looked better than me when I was your age. You look better than me than I did when I was your age. So she's just a beautiful girl, right? But you know what? It's evil people out there like Mike and his brigade, and they have no pride. They have no self-respect. Like, I'm not saying that because anybody can feel good about themselves. My daughter could look like that, be absolutely stunning, and feel bad about herself. So it's really, that's why they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if you have beauty that you are holding within yourself, the people are going to say that you're beautiful. She's a beautiful child. She is a beautiful soul. She radiates beauty from within, right? But she just so happened to have the aesthetic beauty, right? She does, okay? Why doesn't those women feel good about themselves? Why do they have to go on there and call me a disgrace because I have a beautiful daughter? Why are they like that? That's disturbing. As a woman, it disturbs me to see other women that feel that bad about themselves, but it also lets us know about the world. Because if y'all pay attention, beauty can sometimes hurt. Do not let nobody make you feel bad about your beauty. I've actually ran into a lot of women who are absolutely gorgeous, but they will actually believe that they're ugly because of people like Mike. They will, and it's like, well, you're not, and you know what? That's superficial value anyway. But it's like, but by the way, you're absolutely gorgeous. You're absolutely gorgeous. Like why would you believe that you're unattractive because somebody said you were? Like that's not true. So y'all have to be careful out there because people like Mike hate pretty people. He hates pretty people. Mike hates light-skinned people. Mike hates anybody that has lighter skin than him. So listen, baby, I could go down the whole list. You want to know? And you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Miss L is crappy anyway, but I can promise you that part of the reason why, and she'll never listen because she's brainwashed. Why do y'all think Miss L's life has went downhill? Is it because Mike loves and cares about her? No. Why do you think so? But I'm not gonna sit up here and look out for these women that he's screwing over. That's just like Tiffany. I told Tiffany, I said, Tiffany, I said, please move on with your life. I said, move on with your life. How did Tiffany's life end up? She ended up stabbed to death, decapitated. All of these women that deal with Mike on that level, I didn't deal with Mike on that level. I'm always coming from a higher perspective. And I would always preach to him. I was literally his spirit guide. Okay. With me. In that low vibratorial ass shit with him, they gonna learn. They must have a death wish. Why is it that yep, he hates tall people too, right? He hates tall people as well. Okay. As far as the negativity, we're protected totally 360 degrees from the negativity. But it's just the point that he's exploiting my daughter. I don't appreciate. Hunk of fun. Tiffany, yeah, her murderer is in prison right now awaiting trial. We don't know the results of the trial. We don't know what happened yet, but I'm sure that he has his defenses. And I was saying a few months ago that I believe that Tiffany threatened his family, and I believe the dude snapped. Because and I know that for a fact because it's actually, I exposed it on YouTube, Tiffany threatening to blow my children's heads off. She was not well. Tiffany was not well. Okay? She was not. Okay? And she, you know, if you didn't want to fuck with Tiffany, if you didn't want to be friends with her, that's when she was coming for you. Tiffany had a hard time letting people go. Yeah, Yolanda is, because she's not well at all. She's not, you know, she wasn't. Okay. Now I think that there was a crossroads and a platypus that Tiffany was standing at 13 years ago when she ran into Mike. Mike didn't do nothing but push her over the edge. That's what Mike does. That's why everybody around him, besides those kids that he's over there claiming, has went downhill. everything that and he like he's over there bragging about the problems that he caused to me, like that's a good thing. It's like and like I said, thank God that I'm back home. I am standing on my grandmother's dirt. I can literally go back in her backyard and stand in the exact place where my grandmother Lena Briscoe would have Fourth of July barbecues, cookouts, family reunions every Thursday, Friday. My family hung out every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. For some reason, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That was the schedule. Okay, I can literally go out there. I'm seeing everything that my grandmother saw within the walls of this house for the first, I mean, for 30, 40 years. So I am in a good place. And I will protect all of her descendants. Even though some of her descendants don't agree with what I do, I'm still going to protect them. Okay? It just is what it is. Okay? But anyway, everything that Mike touches turns into shit. And he does it on purpose. He is not only self-destructive, but he is a destructive person. And he'll be 50 years old this year. And he's fucked up. And for some reason, at some point, he decided in his mind that he had some kind of ownership over me. Oh, he'll find the fuck out. He'll fuck around and find out God has already made his judgment. And you know what? That judgment was my wish. I don't want to be anywhere near that dude. He is fucking crazy. Something wrong with him. He needs to be locked up in a mental institution, and he needs to be one of those people. You know how like they used to lock people up in insane asylums, and they would have a pastor or a priest pray over them, and that's where he needs to be. But you know what? I'm doing it from a distance. Okay, people like me used to work in those facilities. They need to have his ass locked up. He's an open vessel for demons, and they ain't doing nothing but tearing him down. They tearing everybody down that's around him. That's a fact. Okay, you're not going to come back to this motherfucker acting a fool with me when you refuse to listen to me. Back when me and Mike was friends, I said, Mike, I will help you. We had this exact conversation when I lived on Charter Way. He was sitting down in my living room. I had all my oils. I had my taxidermy cow head, skull head. I had all of my healing stuff around me. I said, Mike, I said, let me tell you something. I said, I will help you. I tried to do a cleansing candle on him. The wax turned black. Whole candle black. Ain't no helping him. I damn near lost my goddamn life trying to help him because he's fucking it. No. And then not only that, he don't give a fuck. He don't appreciate nothing. No, he is out. And he told me before I left Georgia, he said, if you leave Georgia, I'm going to die. I'm like, well, I don't know what the fuck to tell you because you a grown ass fucking man. So it's obvious that Mike got a spiritual curse on him, okay? That's obvious. Added with the curses that I put on him. Because when I left that motherfucker, he should have shut the fuck up. He should have left me alone the whole time I was in Georgia. That was fucked up what he was doing, okay? It really was. So he cursed thoroughly, and don't nobody feel sorry for your ass. We allowed you to pay it forward. We did. The door opened up for him to do that. And look at what the fuck he did. He been harassing me. He harassed my uncle. My uncle is a 70-year-old man. He does not need that shit. Nobody needs that shit. Ain't nobody got to put up with a goddamn fucking bum like him. My uncle was in the service. My uncle served in the military. My uncle does nothing but work. My uncle is in his 70s still. They were harassing my uncle. These bum ass losers, him and Talia, was harassing my uncle last year. So you know what? Still call his phone. My uncle does not answer unknown private calls. He'll tell me, my uncle will tell me, he'll say, them people started calling me again. Mike is a psychopath. He phone harasses people, he stalks people's family, and you know what? I am not that witch to fuck with. I am a wicked ass witch. Listen, on the flip side, I am a nurturer. I am a healer, and I'm very loyal. And I would, and you know what? I've proven that because I stuck by him, even though years and years of disrespect. He didn't put his hands on me, but he was very disrespectful, and I still gave him a chance. But when I saw him stalking me when me and my sons were homeless, when he was doing all that goofy shit, I said, this motherfucker is canceled. Okay? So I'm a very loyal person. I don't just in other words, what I'm saying is that even though I will access extreme dark absolute infinite power, I'm not going to just turn against people. I'm not just going to hurt people. I'm not just going to say, "Oh, well, I ain't like that." This motherfucker has had 13 years total to do this shit, and I met him in 2019. So he was given grace a lot. He was given a lot of fuck that. We on your goddamn head. And it ain't gonna never change, and definitely ain't gonna never be in no relationship with it again. No. No, no, no. I was never gonna be like, I wasn't. He tried to act like I was his wife and he mad at me. I was never his wife. I never wanted to marry him. That's a fucking lie. Okay, it's just that when you stuck in a town where you don't know nobody and you're protecting your kids, it's kind of different. And I'm gonna tell you something, dudes like him, they will crash out and the shit will start. You will have the tower and the tower will go on and on and on when they finally show they fucking ass. So I don't fuck with him at all. I got a man. So he can sit over there and go, you ain't got no man. You ain't got, because he's been running around here trying to pay quasi witches to break me and my man up. And that shit ain't gonna do nothing but tear your ass up, because you cannot break up or destroy what God brought together. I know you think you can. People have heard that. Get together in a group, you can pray 17,000 prayers. You not gonna get that man away from me. I am his and he is mine. So that's just what the fuck that is. You can try to play with it all you want. Don't even play with it. Okay? Because my spiritual creations is vetted with God. And God said, create something right now, write it down. I do automatic writing with God and his hosts. And he said, anybody that tries to fuck with y'all, gonna die. God wanted me to be happy with that man. God wanted that's what God has wanted for years. Sometimes I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all don't give up on love, because you know what, with people like Mike and what he's doing, sometimes you can be delayed from meeting the person that's for you for years. And age ain't nothing but a damn number. Don't y'all ever give up on love, man, because I'm going to tell you something. That person for you is out there. Okay? So, just FYI to y'all, man. Don't listen to certain people, because the person that you're meant to be is out there, and they're lost without you. They need you. They need you. Don't give up on that. I'm just telling y'all, okay? But anyway, yeah, so him, let's drift back to now. He's over there talking shit about my daughter doing that goofy ass shit. Dude, let me tell you something. The only reason why you were getting away with what you were doing in that sector the past goddamn 6 years was because of me. And I shouldn't have, that was something. You don't have shit, Mike. You have nothing. You have nothing. That shit is gonna come tumbling down on that motherfucker. It's gonna come tumbling down on you. You about to get bulldozed like a bulldozer. Okay, you've been told. You had been told. He shouldn't have never even been allowed to sleep with me. Well, I wonder, because I didn't listen to the whole thing. I just saw what he was doing. I wonder if he was talking about sex or whatever again. You should have never been allowed to fucking touch me, dude. And you don't have no respect as a man to just walk your ass the fuck away. You got lucky for even being able to fucking touch me one time, to even be able to get close to me. So you ain't gonna never, that's never gonna happen for you again. I put that shit on my fucking life, because what they try to do, I think that sector wants him to have a connection with me because they are entertained by what he does. And I also think that BDSM has something to do with it. Dude, I will fucking decapitate your bitch ass. I don't want a goddamn thing to do with your motherfucking ass. And it's like I said, if he ever comes around, I will use deadly fucking force on him. I don't want a fucking thing to do with that dude. Okay, honestly, I wish I could move the fuck up out of this country with my man and my kids just to get the fuck away from Mike. That shit is fucking disgusting. And he's very miserable. That's why Mike is doing that. If Mike was happy, he would not be stalking me. He's obviously not. Notice how I don't say shit to Mike. I don't call him. The shit is over. It ain't never been. Because why? Because I'm happy with who I'm with. What is Mike doing? Even if Mike didn't want to be with me, he still did. Him stalking and harassing people still proves that he's unhappy. That's on you. Go somewhere and make yourself happy. It's your responsibility as a fucking grown man to appease your goddamn self. That ain't nobody's fucking job. He been on this website for 13 years harassing and stalking people because Mike is miserable. That is his fucking nickname, Miserable Mike. That's what he's regarded all throughout the heavens and the fucking underworld and everything in between. He is known as Miserable Mike. He ain't gonna make nobody miserable over here. Okay. But, for him to be over there putting my daughter on display and shit, I'm going to flag him. I'm getting ready to flag him now. I got all my links and timestamps and shit. So I'm going to go ahead and get his disgusting ass flagged while he sit over there with this hating ass bitch, Blue, who that's all she do is hate on people that she's jealous of, which is fine, bitch. Be a fucking hater. That shit, like, goddamn, don't you want anything better for your fucking self? And why you trying to worry us with this shit? Ugh, that's why I can't stand Tiffany. I do not like her at all. Fuck Tiffany. If it wasn't for Tiffany, I wouldn't even know these people fucking existed. Hold on. Okay. Trying to use my daughter. And trust me, my baby girl's energy is protected. Hold on. Also, he's trying to get my daughter stalked, is what he's trying to do. So, and that ain't gonna never happen. My daughter been done shot you motherfuckers. Don't you ever come nowhere near my child. And then her and her baby daddy, you know what I'm saying? They got their issues, but the baby look just like the baby daddy. That nigga will fucking blast your ass. Her baby daddy is not the type of person that you want to fuck with. He will, you know what, at the end of the fucking day, if you pose any kind of danger to his son, he gonna fuck your ass up. That nigga will pull up and he is strapped. I don't own a gun, but most of the people that I know are strapped, okay? Mike is a felon. He can't carry a gun legally. He's not legally allowed to carry a gun. But yet he's always threatening people. Hold on, y'all. What the hell I do with my... God dang it. Yeah, there they are. All right, let me go and get him flagged, y'all. You know what I think I'm going to do? Y'all make sure that y'all... Hey, you know what? Don't put yourself in a frame of mind to be entertained by this shit, because that's not my intention. Okay? I want to let y'all know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna invite y'all over to the Witch's Broom channel, and I'm gonna I'm gonna try to make a video. I got work going now on my crystal altar, but I'm gonna try to make a video and show y'all these beautiful crystals that I got over here in the crystal display. Okay. And so, and you know what? If y'all want me to, I'll put up a poll on the community wall. If y'all want me to, if y'all curious about it, let's do it productively. If y'all want me to do a reading on Michael Moore, I'll do it. If y'all want a reading, just let me know. I'll put up a poll over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I do need to do my readings for the individual signs and shit. But if it's relevant to y'all, I don't mind putting up a reading so that we can really look at his ass. And I can promise you that he is not fucking happy and he is not having good luck in his fucking life. Okay? He is not. And he deserves it. He does. He deserves it. He's not man enough to handle the shit the way he should. You see what I'm saying? But that's not our fucking problem, man. We don't have nothing to do with that shit, dude. You need to move on with your fucking life. You the fucking grown-ass man that decided like a little bitch caping for Tiffany. That's the think about it. You a black man, you got a family, right? You supposedly got a family, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I highly doubt that his uncle, who's supposed to be rich and well off, I highly doubt for us. Okay, that's kind of what I suspect a little bit. Is that perhaps his uncle could be on some weird spiritual like secret society shit. But it don't matter. His uncle will get fucked up. And I don't need to know all of his linguistics. I know what his uncle looked like, and I know his first name. I don't need to know where the nigga live. I don't need to know none of that shit. That I'm gonna tell you something. You're not. I am a Cancer, and I come from a bloodline of witches. I don't even really have to do spiritual work. I mean, come the fuck on. I really don't. Okay, but I will. Because it's fun to me. Okay, I like doing my spiritual work. Okay, so that's why I do it. I don't know. The shit is looking kind of funny to me. What the fuck is going on, nigga? You better fucking realize. I will bring down your whole goddamn house, bro. Because it don't seem like you came from nothing. To be honest with you, for you to be trying to justify this shit because Tippo need. No. Why is it that nobody in her hometown honored her in that way? We're going to honor Tiffany by backing her up on some fuck shit? No. You an idiot, bro. Ain't no grown-ass black man going to sit up there and say, Oh shoot, Tiffany, you need me to stalk Jamila because she won't be your friend no more. Okay, we gonna stalk her. Hey, bro, like, no, you looking stupid as the fuck right now. And you will fight for all of them, fighting that, but they keep doing it. They keep, they keep doing it. None of that shit that they have done in the honor of Tiffany has done anything for their life. All of their lives have been torn down. Their health and everything. Their mental health has been torn down. Why would y'all do all that shit for that goddamn female? That shit, it would be fucking different if Tiffany was telling the truth about anything that she said. They made it up. Literally, these people crafted, created, and built their tower of destruction against themselves. That's really fucked up, bro. Like, I can't handle any of this. This is the stupidest shit I ever seen in my fucking life. And I'm talking about in real life. I ain't a fucking social media. These Tiffany meant to get me in my real life, but they done fucked up their own real lives. Talk about having an inability to take accountability. You need to just take accountability and say, you know what, I fucked up. They're too, man. That's one of the 7 deadly sins is pride. You can't admit when you fucking wrong. Was it my job to be Tiffany's best friend the rest of her life? Fake friends? Fake friends, because that's all it was. She was using me. That's all that's been happening. Tiffany been getting bodies in that sector for a long time because of it, that. Like, can you imagine this bitch was like, I don't want her to ever have friends. I don't fuck her kids. I don't want this bitch to, and literally, you know what the irony is that Tiffany asked for Mike to cause me to have a heart attack. And why are all of them that are in that energy? Why has it been at least 3 people? I'm not talking about LC Smith, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's some about LC Smith that tells me that brother somehow deserves some kind of leniency. But why are they dying of heart attacks? Isn't that the fucking irony? Everybody that caped for Tiffany they're dying literally in real fucking life. Like I'm telling y'all. Talk about backfiring. When you join a group of people that's stalking somebody because this bitch thought that I was weak of heart, literally her intention was to give me a heart attack or a stroke, but yet the people that are supporting them on it are literally dying of heart attacks. Y'all better take heed. And then yet, but they run around here, they can't, they're too emotional. They're too emotional. They're trapped. And I didn't trap those people. Tiffany trapped those people. Right now, Tiffany's evil spirits and incubuses and succubuses is feeding off those people. They not feeding off of us. That's fucked up. Y'all better take y'all asses on somewhere. I'm gonna tell you something, and you can't pay me. You'd have to pay me. Ask yourself, why would somebody go and do something so stupid? Clearly, I think that Mike is a corrupt person at his core, but you can just tell that something ain't right there. Like that's some serious supernatural shit. And it's like I said, will he ever move on from you? He's not gonna move on from Tiffany. That's who he's not gonna move on from. There was nothing to hold on to between me and him. There is nothing cosmically, earthly, not so there's nothing. He needs to let go of Tiffany. Otherwise, it ain't no fucking saving that motherfucker. Okay? That's just the reality. So, I think they all need to let the shit go. I actually told them they can go ahead and move on about their life. They didn't want to. I gave them all passes years ago. They apparently got addicted to it, or they think that they think that they had the power to not just attack me but my entire family. And that shit is stupid when I'm in connection with so many spirits and ancestors and all kinds of stuff. Like y'all, but y'all, I've already told those people. They don't want to listen. You think I'm gonna let you touch anything that I even care about? I'm talking about it can be a fucking them goddamn selenite bookends I got up there. But let alone my damn my family, my babies, my man. Oh, you gonna get fucked up real quick with the quickness. So, I told them people, I said, if you care about your life, you'll stop. Okay, period, end of story. In the meantime, we be over here in peace and tranquility and serenity. Like I said, my daughter got up, went to work. She ain't thinking about that shit. She ain't thinking about them. She don't have to. I'm the mama. I'm the mama. My children don't have to think about that shit. And you know what? My grandma, her spirit is very powerful, and she don't want her family thinking, especially not right now. Especially not right now. You know what I'm saying? In fact, let me get off of here, y'all. I gotta go. I got things to do. Okay? They've been warned. Cause I remember when I first got back to Kansas City, Mike gonna sit up here and say some shit like, can we do a death spell on her uncle? He literally said that about my uncle because my uncle took us in after we got back home. My ancestors laughed, but they immediately protected my uncle. You ain't gonna do shit to nobody in my fucking family. You not gonna do shit to nobody that I'm protecting. Are you fucking retarded? He was sitting up here wishing death on my uncle just because my uncle did the right thing and took his family in. It ain't even about doing the right thing. My uncle damn near raised me. And because you are a weak-minded bastard who can barely hold your boo-boo in your ass, and that's what I was saying. Why do y'all think Tiffany got killed, man? You can't just be threatening people like that directly. If a motherfucker don't want to have nothing to do with you, let that motherfucker go. You can't be, I'm gonna attack your family. I'm fucking. Some people ain't a witch like me. That dude said, I'm telling you, it ain't got nothing to do. A lot of people have theorized that it's because Tiffany gave that dude AIDS. No, I can promise you, Tiffany threatened that man's family. His family threatened them directly, said, I will kill your family. And he said, no, the fuck you not. Got evidence of it. It's gonna get him a slightly reduced sentence, probably, but he gonna do some time. That brother gonna do some time for that shit. I don't either. You don't threaten people family, man. And I'm talking about she threatened them with guns, and she also had, if you follow her social media, Tiffany got videos of herself at the gun range. So Tiffany did have a gun and she was threatening people's families. It is a video up right now of Tiffany threatening to blow my kids' heads off. Why? Because I quit fucking with her. That's all I had to do. So she was Yolanda P. That's what I'm saying. And they all of them in there, the Tiffany-ites. Kitty baby baby. Baby, baby, baby. Okay. I gotta go, y'all. Get him something to eat. I gotta go. Okay. A special public service announcement. All right. All right, y'all. That's pretty much it.